Hey guys, so today I wanted to do an analysis video about the recent Spirit Box session that I just posted. Now, I'm not going to lie, the Spirit Box session itself was a little bit disappointing. I caught very few audible words and sentences through it. I did catch a few that were interesting and you'll have seen them in the video, but some I just cut out entirely because I don't know if it was the way the speaker was facing, but they just didn't come through on camera. I couldn't quite make them out, so that was a little bit disappointing. But the reason I decided to put it all together and put it online for you is because of the activity that I caught around the Spirit Box. I caught some really good stuff that I thought was worth sharing with you guys. So what I wanted to do today was to kind of break some of those down and just kind of show you some of my thought processes behind them and why I think they're good captures and worth your time looking at. So jumping right in then, you have the first K2 meter response. I think it was very early on and I heard like a footstep off to the left hand side. Like you can hear the creak. The floorboards in here are a nightmare. They creak like hell, but on camera that's really good. You can hear if something's in the room with you. So I heard this footstep and I'm like, is that you? If that's you, can you come forward and touch the K2 meter, you know, make the lights go off? And it was like almost on cue. You see the K2 meter start flashing and like I was caught off guard. Normally I'm really kind of calm and collected, but it was a full like hand on mouth moment. Like I was shocked. I didn't know what to do, and so for a second I was startled and I kind of had to compose myself before carrying on and asking questions. So I thought that was kind of funny, but also very good as a paranormal capture. I thought the response, the on cue ness of it was really good. So jumping forward, then you've got another K2 meter response, but this time it was validated by the Flare 1. So the first time the noise came off camera, so you couldn't actually see it. The flare wasn't pointing in that direction, but this time over by the bookshelf you can actually see on the flare it become like darker. It becomes a kind of more bluey purple color as the temperature is clearly dropping around that area, and then just as it reaches its peak the K2 meter goes off. And for me, those two bits of evidence corresponding is perfect validation that something was in that room and making that K2 meter go off. I think it was absolutely amazing. And then lastly, you've got what I would consider to be kind of the prize capture of the whole session. I was late, so I've sort of sat back. I'd almost given up on the Spirit Box session itself. I was running out of questions to ask and I wasn't getting many responses. And then I hear some footsteps again. And so I jump up and I'm listening. And I can hear the footsteps getting closer, and then I feel this sort of like almost like a breeze just brush past my legs, and then at that exact same moment the flare captures a blue mist move into frame and cross me. Now what's interesting is as this cold spot moves past me, it's almost like my body temperature being warmer than everything else neutralized it and it became sort of like room temperature and then disappeared. So I just thought it was absolutely amazing, and it was the prize capture of the whole thing. So that's pretty much everything I've got to point out, guys. So let me know what you think, and as always I'll post any and all activity as and when I get it.